Gail?
Descale.
Descale.
Hi, Gail. Descale.
Hey, hi, Gail. Descale. Okay, so we have done a descale on the Ranchilio Sylvia, and we have had a few requests for people to for us to actually do a demonstration of the descale on a heat exchanger. Even though you gave a little bit of instruction in the other one, I guess that just wasn't good enough for them. So we got the Rocket here, the Giotto. And I would like for you to take us through the steps, ma'am.
Do I have to talk in this one, or can I just kind of do figure 1, figure 2? This is an instructional one. If I just do refer to figure 1?
Yeah. I'll be like, step 1,
right.
Turn on your machine. Step 2.
Wait for it.
Put Descal into the water tank.
Yeah, Descal or some other similar product into at least 3/4 of a full water tank. And I use warm water because it dissolves this stuff faster.
Okay.
Yeah, witch's brew. You do call me the witch when we're not on camera.
Except I kind of replace a consonant there.
Yeah, right. So, this Jura paddle was sitting over here. We said, that's good.
You don't actually have to have a Jura scoop.
We'll get a plug-in for the Jura. Okay. That did dissolve nice and fast with the...
Radical?
Yeah, with the warm water, it's much faster.
All right.
Okay, put it into the machine.
Okay.
Come on. And then,
there you go.
There you go.
There you go, Gail.
Good girl. Sounds like my dog. Now we're gonna turn this on, and we're gonna run out about 1.5 cups of water.
1.5 cups? Okay.
Yeah.
And you're just doing it through the hot water? What about the brew head and all that jazz? Is that a separate?
No, the back flushing takes care of the brew head.
Well, but how are you going to get descale through that copper tubing?
Yeah, we can put it through the brew head.
Okay.
You're right. You're always right.
I know.
Okay, so what we're going to do is turn this on.
Okay.
And the pump is going to kick in.
All right.
And after the pump runs for a little bit, and about 1.5 cups of water, we're going to shut it off and wait for the pump to recover, so that you make sure that the pump keeps up refilling the boiler so you don't burn out the element.
I see.
You're going to let it recover.
You want to have enough water in there so it doesn't expose the element.
Yep.
Okay. Woo, that's hot. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, the pump's running, so we're going to wait for the pump to stop. That's hot water coming out of there.
Really?
Wee oh, baby. And what it's doing now, it's taking the Descal solution and putting it into the boiler.
Into the boiler.
And that's where you want it.
Okay, and so once the pump goes off,
we're going to run a little bit more out.
Are you going to pull some through the brew head too, and then we'll let it sit for a while? Is that the story?
You got it.
Okay.
Let me just put a rag under that. That bowl is pretty hot.
Toasty.
Toasty. Okay.
Muy caliente.
Yeah. Put a little more out of here. Didn't refill it all the way. Hold on. Actually, the pressure is down. We have to wait for the pressure too.
Okay.
It went down because I drew so much water. We have to wait for the pressure to come back up. Otherwise, we can't run any more out of there. So you might want to pause for a second.
All right. We'll be back. Step 2. That's up to pressure again?
Yeah. The boiler is recovered back up to 1.
Okay.
We're going to take some out of the brew head as per what Kat was talking about.
Okay. So this is pulling water into that copper tubing, so then it will hang out in there for a little while to break down any scale.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't need too much there.
Okay. And do you want to take some, are we taking more out? Okay.
I'm going to take a little more out. There's a lot of water to replace in that boiler.
Yeah.
So that's why you take more out of these at one given time and then let it sit than you would out of like the Ranchilio, because the Ranchilio only has a little 12-ounce boiler.
I see. Okay.
I think that's enough, so we're going to let that sit. Let's see.
Water.
We took out about half of the amount we had in there.
Okay. Not quite. That's coming back into the boiler, so we'll pause. We're going to let it sit for how long?
Oh, about 45 minutes.
45 minutes, okay. And then
45 to an hour.
And then we'll pull more through and go from there. Okay.
We're going to be here till midnight. descaling.
Okay, Gail. So we've been letting it sit here for a while with
For about
the
an hour, 45 minutes, I would say. So we're just going to take off some more water.
Okay.
Same story. We'll run some through the brew head. If you have a lot of calcium and lime inside your boiler, when this comes out, after it's been working in there for a while, it'll be kind of a blue-green color.
Oh, okay, because it kind of interacts with the
that's what happens
minerals.
Yeah,
okay.
When it interacts with the minerals, that's what you get.
Okay. I don't see any blue-green, but I do kind of see some sort of chemically thing. How much water we got? How much water do we take through?
I'm going to take a little bit more. We're getting down to the bottom of the barrel, within an inch and a half or so of the bottom.
Okay.
I'm going to take a little more off after that. Well, the pump's going way down. At a certain point, it's not going to have any pressure.
Okay.
I'll take a little bit more off. That's it. Well, we still can take some off because there's still some pressure in there.
It's slowly going to
okay.
come out.
That's really all I wanted to take off anyway for this run. And now we'll let that sit for another hour. And then we're going to take this and put some fresh water in it because we're virtually at the bottom here.
Okay.
And we're going to run water through, let the pump recover, and let the boiler come back up to pressure. Just run it all through. You don't have to let it sit for an hour.
Okay. So we will pause and come back later.
We'll flush it. And then what I recommend too is when you're actually flushing that, when you get toward the end and the end of flushing, stick your finger in it and taste it. Because if it's got kind of a lemonade, acidic, citrus,
kind of a soury
citrus.
Yeah.
You know you need to flush it some more. That some of that Descaling is still in there.
Exactly. Okay. So we're going to let it sit for another 45 minutes and then we will be back.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Gail.
See ya.
Okay, Gail. So we had the second round, sat here for another 45 minutes, and now what are we going to do?
Flush her out. We've filled the water reservoir with fresh water. Fill her up.
Just plain nothing in it.
Yep. And we're just going to run it out. Run some out of the brew head again.
Now, do you need to get, pull, you don't need to do anything with the steam wand, right?
No.
Because it's evaporated, so it won't have scale buildup?
Right. You can't really make it because you're only taking steam, so it's not going to really put any water through there.
Okay.
Only steam. Only steam.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do is just let that boiler recover, let the pressure gauge come back up, and then run it through until all of the water out of the reservoir is done.
And we don't wait, we just wait for it to recover and the pressure to come back, and then we do another round of pulling water through.
And then down in this, taste it. Very citrusy.
Yeah.
When it stops being that way, you know you've flushed it enough.
Okay. How many reservoirs does it usually take? Is it one or two, or?
Yeah, one or two. I've had it take one at times and it seems to work fine, but then usually it's two.
Okay. So right now, it's down there.
Yeah, we're going to wait
for it to come back up, and then pull more through.
Yep. And that's basically it. You just want to get that citrus stuff out of there now.
Okay. All right.
And
that's it.
Was there anything else we needed to talk about with it?
I think that's it. It's a pretty straightforward procedure. From here on out, you don't have to wait except for to
just bring up pressure.
Bring up pressure and then pull more water until you don't taste citrus. Okay.
Unless you want to have some lemonade, and then it isn't going to hurt you. Drink it down. The cocktail of choice.
Exactly. Mix it with some vodka. It'll be a lemon drop.
Yeah, okay. You first.
Thanks, Gail.
All right. See ya.